can see, I have the bench still out. I am shooting these videos one after another, and I just use this bench for the chest press, but it's also a really great tool for performing your one-armed row. With the one-armed row, we only need one dumbbell. I like to use a heavier one because we're using a lot of our back muscles, which again are really large muscles. The reason why I like to use the bench is because I like to rest one knee on the bench. I like to put my foot at an angle behind, my arm on, and I'm bent over. So one arm bent over row because we're bent over, but we're not collapsing in. We're holding a nice, straight plane on the back. And as you can guess, we're engaging that core. And then we're going to lift up and slowly come down. Up and down. My eyes are pointed down, and I'm bringing the weight up to kind of like into my armpit area, and my back of my arm is coming straight up. Can you see that nice line? When you've done enough reps on the first side, simply put your weight over. Nope. Have to move over because otherwise I would use the same arm. Okay. So our leg is over, our knee is nice and solid. We're holding ourselves up with our opposite hand. You put your leg out wherever is comfortable for you to feel stable. Okay? And then we're going to pull up to the chest and down. And again, you can use a pretty heavy weight for this. Now, the heavier you go, you'll have some options. You can work to the low end of the reps, which would be 8. A lighter weight, you can move up to the 12. That really depends on how you're feeling. And that might change from day to day. Our bodies go through a lot of changes in a month. Maybe you didn't sleep. Maybe you're really sore. The weight that you're using is going to change. I really recommend that you use the workout planner and you keep track of these things. And just see if there's any sorry, I still have brain fog from, I'm using the chemo thing a lot today, but I still have brain fog from my cancer treatments, so sometimes I forget words. But you want to see if there's any sort of consistencies or habits or routines. I can't find the word. I'm really hoping you can. But your patterns. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's a pattern in where you are with your weights, and you'll find that out by keeping track of things. Okay, so maybe you don't have a bench. Let's move the bench out of the way. Be careful not to drop the weight on your toes when you're doing this. Okay, so you're basically going to bring yourself into a lunge position. So this one, you're going to have to hold your legs very solid. You're going to clench your butt. You're going to hold your hand on your opposite leg, the one that's forward, and you're going to come up. So it is opposite leg forward, then the hand that you're using. You're going to bend over. You can hold up. You can come down low. Depending on where you are in these moves, you're going to work some different muscles. Lower is probably ideal, but when we're getting started, we might have to be up high. Then we're going to come forward, switch. Again, just like with the lunge, you don't want to be too close together. We're not on a railway track. We want to make sure we have really solid base. Leaning forward, keep this hand out of the way of that one, and we're pulling up. Try to keep your torso pointed to the ground. We're not doing this. We're down. Eyes are down, neck is long, Core is engaged. And you should feel this right back here in your shoulders. Shoulder, back. I know we think of this as our shoulders, but these are kind of our shoulder blades. You want to come nice and slow. Quick movements. With quick movements, I should say, we end up using more gravity and less muscle. So that doesn't really help us out too much. And there you have it. Remember, we're doing 10 or 8 to 12 on each side, not all together. So take your time. Heavier weight, you might need a bit of a rest period in between, and that's okay too. I hope you had a great workout, and we'll see you next time.